But this does kind of wrap into the
Sure.
Birmingham thing, right? So when we saw the first round of coaches, we got a press release on the coaches, but we also got an announcement that we were 100 days from kickoff, officially announcing April 16th as the beginning of the USFL season. And even earlier the week, we saw a press release around the player incentive, or staff incentive as well. This week, we saw the Birmingham City Council approve the USFL to use Legion Stadium for up to 11 games. Now, tinfoil hat speculation zone, maybe they were waiting to announce the second round of head coaches so they could wrap in some more news. And it would also make sense why we didn't get the Birmingham Stallions coach announcement first. Again, I don't know that this is going to happen, but I do work in marketing. If I were to say, what's a good way to wrap this up? You announce the rest of the 4 coaches. You make the Birmingham Stallions coach the last announcement. Then you officially say, here's where the central hub's going to be for 2022. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get ticket information. I don't think that we will, but maybe a schedule, maybe.
Maybe.
We're getting to the point where it's got to come soon, right? But let's look at this here. So back to what we were talking about with Birmingham here. So Birmingham City Council approves Legion Field, sorry. They're also going to include up to $500,000 in funding, and that's via like services and things like that. But I mean, again, you're running a lean machine. They have a plan to keep going for at least 3 years. These are the things that are going to help make that happen. Looking at the XFL, we saw funding similar to this through their broadcast partnerships. USFL is getting money through the broadcast partnerships, but the stadiums are paying for some of these services. I mean, that's clean.
Right.
That's clean.
Sure. I like it. And I do want to add on something that is important with why Legion Field now is getting it, because I think some people are asking, like, why is this dragging on? Like, why is it now Legion Field? Because like Protective Stadium has been approved for a while now. Like that was reported by local news outlets in Alabama and in Birmingham already. Well, the 2 stadiums are run by different entities. So you have to negotiate with each one and talk about how to use them or get the approval for each one. Where Protective Stadium is run by the Birmingham Jefferson County or Jefferson Civic Center Authority, Legion Field is run by the city of Birmingham itself. So you have to get both of them on board. And that's probably 2 different processes, which is why now we're seeing the second part of it. And it's funny because Legion Field's really a secondary overflow stadium. It's not even going to be the primary one. It's got the history, but they want Protective Stadium because it's the nice, fancy, new bells and whistles place that UAB just got built for itself to move out of Legion Field. So, yeah, they needed to get the overflow and also for practice facilities because they're using Legion for that too. Now we just are waiting for them to officially announce it via their social channels, I'll reiterate how I've said it on Twitter by now. Let's get this damn thing done already so we can stop joking around. We've been talking about this since October. Let me see an official post, please. It's got to be about time now. You have both of them signed up.
And they've kind of confirmed it already via their job listings, right? Like it's not a secret. I will say it's funny. I did get a comment on USFL Newsroom, the website earlier today, asking where the season's going to be held. And I was like, oh my God, there is somebody that doesn't know. I gladly told them, sign them up. But, so, I mean, there will be people that are going to say, oh, wow, it's all in Birmingham. But most of the people, I mean, if not like a major majority of the people following the USFL, they know where it's going to be. I'm still excited to hear the announcement because, there's probably going to be, maybe there's going to be some extra goodies in there. Maybe we'll see some like fan engagement events or like a tailgate event to kick it off. Again, speculation zone. This is not anything we've heard, but it would be cool to say, hey, we're doing this. We have these sponsors, maybe like a Bud Seltzer or something of the like gets in the mix and throw some kind of like, here's an inaugural weekend party. Again, I don't know if that is feasible. I'll say this. And hopefully we do have a chance to make it to opening weekend. If there's not an official tailgate, come hang out with the ref and Zach because we're going to be partying. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you say speculation, so and I say, yeah, speculation, but with reality in mind, because it's a hub format, and I'm going to assume that, I mean, they're going to be selling tickets to this, either way. It is a made for TV product, but people are going to be there. So what are you doing there? Or maybe they don't, because here's the other side of that equation. They've been bare bones about it. Maybe they just sell the tickets, do it season 1 because it's already in crunch anyway. We had less than a year prep that they're doing this from announcement to start. So maybe they just say, screw it. Year 1, we focus on the TV. Year 2 is all the extracurricular stuff, like a draft televising it or something, or like say get more fan engagement type of events. I don't know. Again, all this is up for debate, but you can look at the track record of the USFL. Maybe that's the flip of the coin, is like, maybe they don't do it. Maybe it's just you show up, you can do what you want, but we're not going to, we're focused on the TV first to prove our deal with NBC
sure. I'll say
as
this.
well. So
I'll say this, at the Mega Bowl, the Spring League Mega Bowl, there was a tailgate. I was amazed. I was a little bit surprised, but there was people out there. They had their tents. They were drinking, partying, having a good time. I guarantee there will be a tailgate of some sort. If there's a football game, somebody's showing up and having a drink or a barbecue outside before the game. I mean, that's just facts. That's like science.
Well, if we're organizing it, I mean, there's your first one right there. So
yeah, I mean,
that whatever week that is.
If it's something official from the league, even sweeter. But if not, we'll make something happen at some point.
Right. Well, long story short, it's got to be close now, guys. Like that now that you have both the stadiums that were being talked about having approval from both the different governing bodies of them, it's got to be soon this month. Like January is supposed to be this massive month, and I know this week we did kind of really light to nothing at all in terms of like stuff from them, but they got to have it by the end of the month is what's going on. So, stuff is going to come down the pipeline sooner rather than later, and we'll see. We will see. I mean, they're promoting already via Fox.
Before we get to that,
I can tell you have anticipation. Yeah. I was going to say, I can tell you have anticipation.
It's more of a question. I like this. I want to do some quick predictions. You and I, we're going to do some gambling on this. Maybe $1 or Sprite or something.
Not a betting man, but I will do my best.
Okay, we're looking at the calendar.
See how this turns out.
So anywhere between the 14th and the 31st. I have a date in my head. So I'll even just tell you. I'll tell you mine first, or you can tell me yours first. But I'll tell mine first if you want.
Okay.
I think, man, it's a shame because I actually have 2 dates in my mind, so I have to choose one. I'm gonna go rather than a Thursday like we got it last time. I think we're gonna get it a Tuesday. That's first. I don't know why. I'm just again speculation zone, and I think we're gonna get it next week. I think so. I'm gonna say the 18th. When do you think you're going to get it? We'll get it here. And this will be a fun game to see who gets closer.
Clarifying, this is the stadium we're talking about, or is this the coaches again?
Let's do the stadium. Yeah.
It's important. This is important stipulation. Yes. You have to think about that. The stadium. All right. Tell you what, I'm going to say that they wait and they do coaches first, then official announcement on the stadium. So I think they're going to drop it. I'm going to say Wednesday, January 26th. They'll do it then. They'll do a teaser on Tuesday, or maybe they don't. Maybe this is one of those things they just drop it flat out, say, hey, this is a thing. Because there's already enough out there. They can just drop it and say, by the way, now it's like official. There's, I think they wait, do the coaches within the next week coming up. I think that happens next week, late, and then you do the stadium. Again, this is my predicted plan. Nothing concrete that we know of. So my guess, but they only have 2 more full weeks in January. So it's got to happen within these 2 full weeks that both those things happen.
It's a shame too, because I would have changed my date to the 25th had I put that thought in my head that it's not guaranteed to come with the coaches, but I'll stick with it. So we have the 18th and the 26th. Right. Let's see what happens. I mean, this will be fun. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more of these throughout the season.